All right, I want to sincerely thank all of my subscribers. I finally reached 100,000 and I received my YouTube silver play button, which I view as quite an honor. So I again thank everybody who supports the channel, my subscribers, my patrons, the companies who send me things. And I hope to continue to make some more videos to do education of electronics and science, and try to get people excited and go out in their own garages and do things. So I thought we'd pay respects to my garage, my little laboratory, and we'll do a tour today. I haven't done a tour in a while, so we'll go around my my play area and take a look at all my toys. All right, here's my old mill, which I found in the back of somebody's backyard, all rusty, and I got it super cheap. Had to rebuild the whole thing, put some new knobs on it and things. It does have a power cross slide on it, which is nice. And then I added a DRO in it, which is a really good one. New all. It has a fancy closed sensors. It has you should look them up. They're really cool. A whole bunch of stainless steel balls, and it does a magnetic pickup on them and everything. But there's no glass scales to break, and no way to get chips in it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's something I made on my CNC router for a stop. All right, so the mill is tucked over in a corner there, and then next to the mill is my lathe, which is a 1935 South Bend. Model R. It's kind of rare. Has a quick change gearbox here. But it's a long bed, 48-inch bed, but the reason it's odd, it's not a even though it's a 9-inch lathe, it's not a 9-inch lathe. The Model R's used the 10 heavy ways on it, so it's kind of a go-between model that they had. And a bunch of tooling. And a bunch of tooling, and tooling, and tooling. Can't have too much tooling, and some raw material, long stuff up at the top there. All right, and I have a quick change for the lathe here, and that works out really well. I still have the belt system on it, and this is kind of a synthetic belt. It's not leather. Although this one is kind of showing its age, but the other one's been replaced. And there is a motor back over there. This is not the original cover. The original didn't have a cover on the gears, and super scary. So I put I'm not sure what model South Bend this came off of, but I adapted it, made it work here. This is where I do a bunch of metalworking type stuff. I modified my vise here with copper jaws. I recommend that. And then I have my 3D printer over this way. And then all of nuts and bolts and mechanical type parts I keep in these. And then there's just a catch-all storage area here, things you've seen before. All right, so that's one wall of the shop there. All right, on the other side, we will go through that. Starts out with a grizzly bandsaw and a Harbor Freight sander, a Harbor Freight drill press, and some more storage for things, drills and mills, and this is a really cheapy little grinder, but I got it free. They had some, I don't know, some kind of catalog you could order things out of at work. You know, you were a good boy, you got some points, and then you could order things out of the catalog. It was kind of silly. Anyway, I got that though. And then I have a cutoff saw down here, which is a kind of a hoot. Old Sawmaster, probably from the 1940s. All right, and then turning around, we have an estate sale find. This was from a machinist, and he had all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I got it. The whole thing, chock full of things. And I was at the estate sale and I started loading up a box full of stuff, figuring I couldn't afford most of it. And the guy there said, "Hey, you seem to be really interested in this stuff." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, why don't you make me an offer for the whole thing, right?" And I hemmed and hawed, and I didn't want to insult the guy. And so he offered me, I think, $550 for the whole complete thing, and I talked him down to $500. I don't know why I talked him down, but that's all the money I had. I mean, it's all the money I had, so $500 was just a steal. So I've always loved these Gerstner tool chests. This one I don't believe is made any longer. It's walnut, and it's the largest chest you could buy from them, the 92 series or something like that. It is just a joy, and I fill it mostly full of Starrett tools I find cheap. I love old tools and things. What else I got in here? I don't know. It's all full of Starrett stuff, mostly. Yeah, there you go. Some stuff for my granite table here. I've got some electronic things on top of it right now, but it's a 3-inch thick granite table, and I can clear it off when I want to do some layout work. All right, so going this direction, we're starting to get into electronics land. And this is kind of a catch-all over here of things in process. I don't have any place good for this, but it's all my resistors. And then we go here to kind of Disneyland over here. I can get most parts right here in the shop, collected over the years. All right, so next to that is my rack and my dirty guest chair. So in the rack, I've got my rubidium standard, and then my electrometer, power supplies, and then my communication test set. All right, up on top of the rack is my IR reflow oven, some electronic loads and other things. And then in this direction, I think everybody's mostly familiar with all this stuff, although here's camera that you never see. So test leads. I've gone through all of this equipment before. Hiding back there is a Variac and an isolation transformer tucked in there. Like I say, you've seen all of this before. So I now have a rack over on this side, or a set of shelves, I should say. And I have my VNA and LCR meter and a bunch of stuff over on this side. All right, next to that is the curve tracer. I did buy a brand new chair. Hopefully it doesn't squeak as much. All right, so here's my bench. I sit here. I can swivel behind me, and there is a chest of drawers over on this side for screwdrivers and sockets and wrenches and all things like that. Wrenches. That's a Harbor Freight General. These are great. I should probably just get rid of a bunch of other things and just buy more of these. So that's pretty nice. Another little Kennedy chest with some things in it. I should get rid of these and put in those. I've had this Craftsman thing since I was, I don't know, 20, something like that. I should get rid of them. Microscope sits over here until I need it. And over here, I need to get this going again, but it is a DIY CNC router that I designed and built. All right, well, thanks again, and I hope you continue to watch.